Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna present our group work, which is analyzing poetry using TPCAS. Before we start, I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Nugroho Febrianto, and my study number is 291. So without further ado, let's get started. The first is title. The title in this poetry is Fire and Ice. The title suggests to me there are two elements of nature that can destroy human life. This poetry contains about conflict or destruction. Next, we have paraphrase. So, I'm gonna translate the poetry using my own language. Some people say the world will end in fire, while other things it will end in ice. From what I've experienced with desire, I agree with those who say fire is an end. However, if I had to think again, I can tell hate is so powerful that ice was also enough to destroy the world.
Okay, and then for the connotation, there are 8 points. The first one is form. In the poem Fire and Ice, the form is a single stanza with 9 lines with a rhyme scheme A, B, C, B. And then for the second one is a diction. There are two words, fire as a desire and then ice as a hatred. And then for the third one is imagery. Imagery in here is a vivid contrast between fire as a desire and ice as a hate. And then the POV, this is a fourth one. The POV of this poem is using the first person perspective. And then the fifth one is the details. In here, the details is reference to human emotion as a destructive forces. And then for the next one is allusion. In here, the allusion is the poem is very often linked to the Dante Alighieri's Inferno, which is described hell with both fiery and icy elements. And then for the symbolism, in here there are two words also, fire and ice. Fire as a meteor event and ice as an ice age. And then for the last one is figurative language. In here there is an anaphora. At the beginning, there is a repetition of some say to emphasize the differing option.
And the next one is attitude. Attitude is emotional things toward the subject of the poem. This kind of typicast involves examining on how the speaker expresses a feeling through word choice and overall tone. In Fire and Ice poem by Robert Frost reflects on how these feelings can be harmful, showing an understanding of their impact. Emotion may seem subtle, but they have a real effect on our life.
Next, we have shift. This poetry shifts from discussing the end of the world in fire to considering the destructive power of hate in ice, highlighting the dual of nature of humans' emotions. Next, we have title again. This time, I'm gonna reanalyze the poetry. This poetry not only refers to destruction, but more deeply symbolizes two fundamental human emotions: desire and resentment.
And the next one is theme. Theme is the main idea or a message of a poem, expressing a whole story or whole poem. In Fire and Ice by Robert Frost, the main theme is that human emotions are strong enough to affect the course of the world. Both passion and hatred have the potential to cause a disaster. In the end, Robert Frost implies that these emotions are part of what